It's a funny world, this, isn't it? In a few years, there's going to be some cars that just won't exist anymore, and some of them, well, they can go, but others we want to save. We don't want to see the end of Porsche, for example, or Audi, if you read the news. One thing we definitely don't want to see is the end of cars like this behind me, the Land Rover Defender, alive, mechanical, and we need to save it. How do we do that? Well, the answer is simple. We buy them. We buy them now, because this is possibly the last opportunity you're going to get this amazing 3-litre 6-cylinder diesel engine. It sounds beautiful and silky, and I miss it a lot, right? This is the most mechanically brilliant thing that there is. You could also see it as a vote. It could be a vote that says, do you know what, we're not going to be told what to drive. And people have already started doing that. This already sells more than the Range Rover Sport, and the Discovery in a cost of living crisis. How is that possible? I'll tell you why it's possible. Out here, I'm not in charge of anything. But if I get in, oh, I'm in charge now. Without question, this is the most indestructible you will feel emotionally in a car. Whatever life wants to throw at you,
thank you.
This car makes you feel like you're the kind of person who can handle anything. Come out tougher and confident to go anywhere. Do anything, even when you're not allowed. Just turning around, by the way, in Clarkson's farm. But I'm sure he won't mind. I can just mention Hawkston. He'll be all right with that, won't he?
Hawkston Lager.
He likes cars and that anyway, doesn't he?
You've spent your life working your nuts off. The Defender is what I would call payback. The fruits of you working for other people and many idiots. So now you have something that's built to work for you.
Headline figures, 2,277 litres of space, which essentially is bigger than my house, up to 7 seats, up to 435 horsepower and 700 Newton meters of torque. Plus, what this car can do is absolutely extraordinary. And something else that's extraordinary, all that and more, comes at £12,000 less than a BMW X5. It can wade in 35 inches of water. You can pull 3.5 tons with it and put another 300 kilograms on the roof. Plus, this can survive at minus 40 degrees. This thing isn't built to survive. This thing is built to conquer. And that's the draw.
And there are two big things about this coming up that will surprise you more than any of that, and they are to do with ease of use. You see, all that capability isn't really the point. It's what it says about the kind of car this is and the kind of person that it's made for.
Because even though you will never ever touch the sides of what this car is capable of doing, although you will see what this car is capable of doing, I'm going to take this to Whitecliff 4x4, my friends over in Colford, and I'm going to take this car, I'm going to make it go upside down, link in the description. It's not the fact that you can do everything. Look at this, bit of sideway business. It's the fact that you can, and as humans, we love that feeling. New 2026 model has obviously this screen and a few very small upgrades. You'll see that this now has a new thing called Auto Cruise for off-road. Whoever thought you needed that, I have no idea, but what it will do is keep the car at a safe distance between you and the sheep in front. There's also this camera where you can see everything. In certain cameras you can see right the way through the car. This one doesn't have it, but this one does have a nice 3D. Would I like that to be a bit bigger? Maybe. Something else. For this kind of money, would I like to see the colour of the car, both here and both here? Of course I would. But that's just a little request. There's also another thing, an auto hold function that will hold the car at that angle.
This is the Sedona Red Edition Defender 110 with a black pack. You can have a Defender 90 for fewer seats or a 130 for more. This also has Windsor leather for the first time. I heard also this rumour that Sedona, this edition, will only be available for 12 months. So you might want to get a move on.
Voice activation is working well now. It needed work, but it's now much better. Hey Defender, no, it doesn't do that. What you do is you press this button here, direct me to London.
London.
Okay, so that's good. Normally you would say direct me to London, and it says Bognor Regis. No, I don't want to. And then this one, show me Starbucks.
I've found several places.
That's basically all you need, isn't it? Starbucks and a city. It's also got Wade mode, of course, so I should just press that and then go into Wade mode. Press that button and the whole car now just raises like hovercraft, isn't it? Isle of Wight. Now, I have a number of things on this which I think I would recommend. The first would be the air suspension. Now, surprisingly, it's only £1,615, so I've put that on because it is brilliant. The other thing I've done, just to make me feel more manly, is to put on the all-terrain pack, which is here. Now, this includes a number of things. So if you press this button here, that tells you that you can have all of these: grass, gravel and snow, sand, rock crawl, go into a war zone, take over a country. That's good. But it also includes something called trailer assist pack. So you know you have automatic parking systems in cars that nobody ever uses. But you would use this because when the trailer is attached, using the camera, a load of sensors and very clever mathematics, you just tell the trailer where you want it to go and the car does the calculations. It does the steering. You do the acceleration, but the car just manoeuvres. That's unbelievable. And I suppose this one thing which is pretty good if you have children is the jump seat, which you can now have a third jump seat which your favourite of your two children can go in, and you can use that as good behaviour leverage, can't you? Now, if you don't behave, I'll give the jump seat to your brother.
There's something else I notice. As the world's most annoying fan of one-pedal drive, the greatest invention ever.
One pedal drive.
Thank you. In the Defender, I don't need it. I'm moving my ankle 20% to the left to actually use the brake and slow the car down. Actually feels like something I want to do. And that says a lot for something that is this size.
It is big, 5 meters, but I am going to show you how practical this is, surprisingly as well. If you find yourself in a scenario where you have to do a bit of Austin Powers, so this is a very small road. So I'm going to illustrate how easy this is. Now, there's an awful lot of cars that are very hard to maneuver, even small cars. My mother, she's got a little A1. It's about that big, but it's like moving an oil tanker around. It's horrible. Whereas this, you can get round in like 2 and a bit turns if you do this. Now, as I say, it's the 3 litre, very smooth engine, 350 horsepower, 6.1 seconds 0 to 60. You can get a plug-in hybrid one, which might give you a little bit more urgency, low end on the revs. But I like the fact that there's a little dead spot at the bottom end of the revs. It just smooths things out a little bit. They think of everything. Very useful feature here. So let's imagine you're going on a big family thing. So you've got all the kids in the back. You've got everything completely loaded right up to the roof of the car. No problem. And the trouble is you can't now see out the back window. Oh yes you can, because you just flick that and now you can see. So you can go, keep an eye on children or the stuff. Safely look out the back.
On long journeys, Land Rover's precise and subtle radar cruise will virtually do the journey for you, indicate it starts to overtake, it works, and you'll never notice it braking or altering its distance, such as the proficiency of it. And manoeuvring this around roads that it really is too big for isn't a problem either. It's rather nice having people move out of the way for you because largely they want to see who you are. And that's okay because, well, you work for that privilege.
What would you say is the most surprising discovery I've made with this so far? But bearing in mind what it is, what it can do and everything, all considered. Someone actually said, this car is noisy. Defender road noise. Absolutely, are you drunk? This is a quiet car. It's so well insulated. You are miles away from the tyres. The tyres are quiet. And this is a luxuriously thick, it's not a Range Rover, but have a look at that. This is another thing, look. 37 miles to the gallon. From a beautiful smooth engine. Hey, fancy that? It's a Land Rover you can afford to run. If you think about what they've done here, it's actually quite clever. So they haven't done away with all of that traditional Defender stuff, but they've added something so that people, normal people like me perhaps, will like it. For example, the pan roof with a beautiful cover that takes 35 minutes to open, and it's a pan roof that actually opens with that button as well. You've got a sound system which I think is the best sound system, second best sound system in any car, the Meridian. Amazing. The sub and the way it fills the cabin is absolutely mind-blowing. Yes, it could do with more parameters, so that's a note for Land Rover. Can we have some EQ? Then there's just so much utility you know, like a fridge in there with a little fridge button, and you've got hidden compartments. All of it is really well damped. And although it looks very basic because there's rivets and things everywhere, when you touch it, you go, oh, actually, this is really quite nice. And even this is a real high quality bit of kit, this. You can see they're expensive. Yes, I know, that's true.
Yeah, but isn't it good to know there are still things out there just beyond reach? Reach is there to remind us we need to go further. Proof that the car world isn't done surprising us either. The kind of machines that don't just reignite our love of cars and that, they fire up our drive to get up, get out there and make stuff happen.
But beyond all the numbers and the specs, it's not just that makes us buy cars, it's something else. It's to do with how they make you feel. When this, for example, or these came over the hill in the Bond film, the feel, I had the feels. I just thought, this is amazing. That took this car from being a very capable car to being a cultural and production icon. And today, they're actually casting these in movies like actors. Can we get the now, when is the Defender available? Because we need, that's ridiculous. What other car has that kind of love and heritage, helped us win the war, and can drive up a set of stairs? In fact, maybe this car doesn't need saving. Maybe it'll save us.